Dear Fern, my fiance and I disagree on what kind of wedding we should have. I want to elope and Clarissa would prefer a big princess wedding. Coming from a large Italian family, she says that she needs to invite well over 300 people or she will be disowned. As their only daughter, her parents have volunteered to pay for the whole thing. While it's nice of them to offer, I think it would be a huge waste of money. I'd rather they donated the funds to charity. Please, Fern, this wedding business has been a bone of contention between us for months now. What should we do? Sincerely, there are people starving to death in Africa. Dear True, there are people starving to death in Africa, and it's very sad. There are people starving to death all over the world, in fact, including some right in your very own city. But that shouldn't be of your concern at this point. What you should be worried about is the well-being of human civilization at large. And I don't usually like to lay blame or point fingers, but in this case, you are wrong, wrong, wrong. You need to suck it up and buy the goddamn tuxedo already. For further explanation and a look into the future, read the question below. Dear Fern, I got married 9 months ago. In that short time, I've discovered that my husband is not the man I once thought he was. He farts in his sleep. He picks his nose at the dinner table. He burps loudly and it smells, especially after he's been drinking beer. He drinks way too much beer. When we argue, he goes downstairs and plays Call of Duty into the wee hours of the morning. Worst part is that our wedding cost $50,000 of my parents' hard-earned money. I can't back out now, or I'll never hear the end of it, or get my inheritance. Sincerely, Stuck in Hell. Dear Stuck, you are exactly where you need to be, but don't feel bad. Most of us are, or will, end up in the same place as you. Besides, what were you expecting, that your Prince Charming would never stink up the bathroom? A person can only go outside to fart so many times. I'm actually surprised that you are so naive. And it is for precisely this reason that we older folks encourage young couples to go big or go home when it comes to planning their nuptials. Big, expensive weddings are necessary. Keeping two people bound together once real life sets in, there must be no escaping. Imagine what the world would be like if everyone just spent $50 to get hitched at the local justice of the peace. People would break up over the stupidest things like, I hate the way you eat yogurt, your teeth crunching like there's actual substance to the food. It's practically a liquid for crying out loud, so screw you, annoying yogurt eater. I'm going to hook up with Henrietta from across the street. There would be nothing keeping people together then. See, you must have a big, expensive wedding, otherwise society as we know it will fall apart. The more witnesses, the more debt, the more children, the better, I always say. So quit your whining and go get yourself knocked up.